Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. Taking a look at our latest surface analysis chart here for today, we do have a surface cold front that has swept through the area overnight and brought us these clearing skies, some lowered rain chances, and breezy conditions, with those clear skies expected through the night tonight, which should allow for some efficient cooling as we have high pressure move in overhead, and our lows will then subsequently drop to around 50 degrees or so tonight. Tuesday, we'll see a brief warm up as that high pressure drifts offshore, and that will be ahead of a mostly dry front, and that will shift those gusty winds to be more southwesterly and allow our temperatures to warm up to around 70 degrees or so under increasing cloud cover. And Wednesday will stay breezy as we'll see a vertically stacked low near the Great Lakes continuing to fill in, and that will keep our temperatures in the mid 60s to low 70s under some partly cloudy skies before we see high pressure building back in from the west on Thursday and settling overhead through the weekend. And that will allow us to see some seasonable temperatures throughout the weekend. And the coolest night does look to be on Thursday, with the lows dropping to the mid 40s before we see another gradual warming trend start working its way into the area. Now, for our 24-hour risk chart here, we do have some slight changes from this morning. But as for our cloud cover is largely diminished, and that broken layer has cleared out and is now offshore there, still visible as it's continuing to push its way further and further out of our view. And we might see a few clouds here and there pop up throughout the peak heating of the afternoon, but largely a dry air mass, so we shouldn't see too much in the name of cloud cover today before it turns clear for the afternoon, late afternoon, and overnight hours into tomorrow morning. Our winds for today are definitely picking up as forecasted, and those gusts are slowly climbing up. We have seen a couple gusts get to just about wind advisory criteria, so bumped up the color on that note. And those winds are expected to continue to be rather breezy through the afternoon and slowly die down through the late afternoon and into those overnight hours before we see things shift to be more variable in both direction and speed. And tomorrow we'll see more southwesterly winds and no real rain chances for today. Moving to the short-term risk chart, on Tuesday, we can anticipate those partly cloudy conditions, a few clouds mixed in here and there, and slightly breezy conditions with a high of 69. Winds coming in or just below that wind advisory criteria, so some color on the board there. Tuesday night, partly to mostly cloudy with a low of about 57. And Wednesday, partly cloudy and slightly breezy with the slight chance of a passing shower, although most of that activity does look to remain north of our area, just bringing some awareness to the chance. So we do have some color for our precip and those winds once again. Similar story, just about or just below wind advisory criteria. And that will bring us to the 7-day forecast, in which today mostly sunny skies and a high in the mid 60s. And tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see a warming trend, with Tuesday being the warmest of the week ahead, and some slight chances of rain, as mentioned earlier, although those are low-end chances, and generally low cloud cover, although overnight we might see some more cloud cover build in with that frontal feature moving through. And then Thursday, partly cloudy, and we start to see those temperatures on the decline, with Friday morning or Friday night being the coolest of the week ahead. And then we'll see clouds building back in towards Sunday, with those temperatures slowly and gradually increasing as we finish out the week ahead. That is going to conclude the 7-day outlook. We'll be back tomorrow at 8:15 with the daily operations weather brief. Hope everyone has a great day.